All right, so next segment, Mr. Errol, the Truth Spence Ring Magazine is reporting he's going to 154 after Ugas.
I'm disappointed, man.
I'm disappointed too.
The Crawford fight is dead, according to Ring Magazine.
I'm disappointed in that right there. The Ugas fight, yeah, I'm all down for that. But
I told you, Gary. Spence doing the heavy lifting. Antonio, I told you, he's doing the heavy lifting.
That's true. I laughed at that when you said that too, because it's 100% accurate.
Because they go over cats' heads that don't understand that. He's doing the heavy lifting.
Yeah. Some cats run around talking about fighting.
Yeah.
Some cats is fighting.
Yeah, real talk. You know what I mean? I don't take nothing away from Bud. I like Bud. You know what I mean? But in all honesty, they don't want Spence to be undisputed.
Yeah. See, now if I in the previous video, I talked about Crawford suing Bob Arum. I supported that. It adds legitimacy to his complaints about not getting the real fights, like he hadn't really been ducking. These people are not supporting him. Okay, but now, you're available. You are a free agent. You can fight anybody. You got Boots Ennis in your chest saying, I will fight you for any price whatsoever. Let's go.
Not gonna take that fight, man. I got
and
more to lose.
Dude is a church mouse right now. He ain't got no comeback for that.
I got more to lose. I got more to lose if I take that fight right now, because Ennis doesn't have anything that I want.
That's a risky.
Like that ass whooping. He don't want.
No, he don't want that.
That's high risk, low reward.
Because look, if he fights anybody else, anybody he picks, Boots could beat. So the ducking is on front stage. You got, a lot of people support Bud Crawford. They like Bud. I've been telling y'all, I want to give Bud credit, but then he keep backsliding. Like I want to give him credit with the lawsuit on Bob. But then, at the same time, he talking about waiting on Thurman and going everywhere except the real competitive fights. We want to see this fantastic world-class talent, man. So if you a pound for pound beast, don't fight Spence's. You know what? I wanted that. I did not think Porter was out of gas. He clearly was. Okay. He got the fire knocked out of him and quit in the middle of the dang fight. I don't care if it's his daddy or whoever. It's on Porter. Okay. He quit, man. So, now Bud needs to be that world beater that he's claiming that he is. He ain't got no other dance partner. There's no legitimate excuse. There's nothing except get in the ring and fight Boots Ennis. Boots is the top competition available. You're supposed to be, I'll fight anybody. Well, get your little self in there and fight Boots.
Or retire.
Anybody.
Or retire. Retire undefeated. Or retire.
Yeah. You know what? I already said that like a year ago that he was basically ready to start training people. And
that's what he wanted to do. Retire.
Chalk them Postal and Agandu or Bundu.
Yep.
Yeah. Act like you're real tough. You beat up an old Amir Khan, my brother. You bad. You know
the move he should have made?
What?
That I was disappointed at that he should have made. And Spence is just, like he said, Spence have a car wreck, come back fight Danny Garcia, have a retina torn, come back fight Ugas.
No tune up, no excuses, no purse split, no what side of the street.
And beat Porter, he should have pursued the Ugas fight. That's what he should have did.
That's what I would have did. I would have blocked him.
Yeah, why not? That's the smart thing to do, man.
I would have blocked him. I keep telling Cash that, man. I would have just blocked him and went for that belt.
I agree.
I don't understand it, man.
He could be unified right now if he'd have done it.
Oh, yeah.
And then he'd be in a real position to start talking 50-50 and all that other stuff.
That's the key word, man.
So now, since Spence is fighting for the WBA, win or lose, but if he does win, and he doesn't fight at 147, he moves, it still looks bad on Bud because he did all the heavy lifting and he won his belt from the champions.
And he running around talking about, yeah, but I'm a
champ.
True. And it's Bob's
There's no conversation after that. I'm not arguing with nobody.
Yeah.
Like, it's a done deal for me.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then, see, for the record, okay, Crawford is doing this to himself. If Crawford was legit, he wouldn't leave his fans hanging like this and he'd go ahead and fight Boots because he bad, he'd fight Boots. I mean, what's he supposed to do? Take Lipinets or wait on one-time Thurman, after he fight Barrios? I mean, no, man.
They don't do that. They don't do that in this era, Carlito. That's back in the Sugar Ray Leonard eras where if somebody was good, they wanted to get you in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Get in the ring.
Yeah, like Roy. They want to get you. He don't care. Roy say, I'm the baddest man throwing down. He take whoever. Come bring it. I want it. Okay. Now you got Bud saying that, and every time he get a chance to do it, he got an excuse, a reason, a Bob Arum, or something. And that's why it's not happening. We don't want to hear about why it's not happening.
Why is he not a pay-per-view champion, Carlito?
Because he won't fight nobody. Let him get out there with Boots. I bet you we will all buy that fight. Get on Fox.
I would buy it. Get
on Fox.
Yeah,
I'll pay $149.
I ain't gonna swing that time. I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I ain't gonna go to
you getting out 100%, huh?
Yeah, I'm giving him that money.
Yes. He gonna get paid. You want some money? We got it. But you gotta fight.
Man,
I agree.
Now look,
work like
look.
that.
Here's Bud's thinking. I'm gonna show you what his calculus is. Let me show y'all something, man. Come here.
I heard somebody break in.
This is who just broke in.
Yeah, I heard him break in.
Oh, the little one done broke in. I hear you.
This little joker right here.
He might be a Bud fan.
You know what? It wouldn't surprise me, man. Yeah, all right, so yes, I'm sitting up here doing the meeting, and this joker just kicks the little the front door open.
That's funny, man.
Yeah, you said
Bud's name. Door down. See, look, Bud, take notes. Even my dog got balls.
You know what I'm saying?
Even my dog would kick the door down and come on in and show up. Like, wait, what's up?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, you know really, what, I believe.
You haven't spoke about is Shakur Stevens.
Let's do that.
Whenever you're ready. In April.
All right, next segment.
It's gonna be good.
Valdez versus Shakur Stevenson, April the 30th. Boom, there it is.
Yeah, I've been waiting on this.
I want April tomorrow.
Yeah.
I want April tomorrow. We can skip right over February. And February is my month. I'm born in February. We can skip right over February and March.
Yeah, that would be tight. Now, let me ask y'all this. Shakur says duck season is finally over.
Yeah, I don't think they wanted Shakur. I don't think they really want to fight.
I think he's going to come up with COVID.
You don't want to fight.
I think Valdez is going to get COVID and avoid that fight. He's going to be talking about, we got to postpone. And then he'll have a training injury.
Carlito, he get every other shot, he might as well.
Yeah, no doubt. How about he drank some amphetamine and some tea?
Come on, man.
Man, there ain't no tea in in the whole world, there's no tea that contains amphetamine. Nothing. That's just Suleiman being full of it again, making excuses.
Shakur said he wants to be undisputed. Anybody who wants to be undisputed won't be.
If he got something to do with it. If
anybody who wants to be undisputed, they won't be. You got Chris Colbert. He got the WBA belt. I don't see it happening.
Man, I said something about that kid a long time ago when Floyd was giving him the runaround, man. That he was gonna be good, man.
Yeah. He's a grown man in that little kid body. He's a grown man with all the technique, man, with all the boxing IQ. He's a problem.
And he passionate too, bro.
Hey, And I don't see him losing to nobody.
Yeah, you can see the boxing in his eyes when he's fighting these guys. Like his IQ, he see it coming, man. Like, it's in slow motion.
Mm-hmm. Now, you know what? One fight that I do have pause with would be versus Lomachenko. For
we ain't never gonna see that. We ain't gonna
see it. We ain't
gonna see that. Not because I don't think Shakur is good. I think that if they actually fought each other, I think it would be a great fight. It'd be a hard ass fight. But my only thing is, those guys have sparred together. They done spent time around each other. They know each other. And even though I know Shakur gonna say he think he can beat Lomachenko, I guarantee you Lomachenko hasn't showed him everything he knows.
Right.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he sparred with him and he picked up some stuff. But I'm pretty sure he ain't seen the best of him in the ring.
No.
I don't think we ever gonna see that though. I don't know about that one happening.
I think youth would win that fight.
It might.
I think that's a
50-50 fight to me.
Yeah. You know what it is, man?
I don't know how that one going.
You know, honestly, you know why guys lose to Lomachenko? Because they don't bully him. That's why. They don't bully him. They box him.
Hang on, fellas. Babe. Yeah. Come get the dog. She in here biting on her toes and stuff. Yeah. Come on.
Hey, do you know something I noticed though, man? I'm gonna tell y'all something about Lomachenko that I noticed.
Tell me.
Ever since he lost to Salido and that fight where
Salido bullied him, Gad.
Yeah, he was bullying him. Man, I've noticed something about this guy. I'll even go back to the Teofimo fight. Yeah, I thought Lomo lost the first 6 rounds because he wasn't engaging.
Yeah, he wasn't doing nothing.
I don't know. He wasn't
running around the ring.
But I tell you what, I saw the second half of the fight, and I've seen it in some other fights too. Bigger fighters have a hard time with Lomachenko on the inside.
Right.
And you shouldn't be having a hard time with a guy that's smaller than you. But man, for some odd reason, he makes you look
out of you. He gets out of there.
Man.
It makes you miss your shots. That's why you have to bully him. That's why you have to push him backwards, because he uses his feet from all that dancing and everything, in which I respect. But you have to bully him. You have to throw shots where he's not even thinking that you're going to throw the shot at. So that way you can catch
now that is true.
Yeah.
I do believe in that.
You got to fool him.
Yeah, you're going to have
with
to.
Him, like you said, on the inside. You said it yourself. On the inside. When he's on the inside, he's the hardest to hit. He's dipping and dodging. You got to push forward and bully him, man. Even if you, Carlito, and I know it's wrong, even if you pushing, you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then come forward on him. But you got to do that because he's going to dip and then go this way.
Linares caught him coming in.
Exactly.
Yeah. He timed, like D said, you got to throw the punch where you think he is going.
Right.
Where he's going to be at. But
like I said, every time he dips for the angle, all you got to do is take 2 steps back. So that way he doesn't get too far behind you so you can see him. And that's what Tio was doing. Just give him distance. Give him a little bit of distance when he do that. When he going for the angle, give him 2 steps back.
That's good.
When he's fighting on the inside.
Still water in there? Put some water in there.
That's all. Go forward. Bully him. You have to bully him. You can't stand there and box him like Joshua tried to do Usyk. These dudes is smart. They know what you're trying to do. They smart. They got good feet. And all you got to do is take their footwork away from them.
Man, let me tell you something. I thought Teofimo was getting ready to quit in like the 7th or 8th round, man. Lomachenko had him up against the ropes, and his facial expression was like, "Yo, what the hell going on here?"
Right. Yeah. Right.
I thought he was getting ready to quit, man.
Gotta box him, man. Give him some distance and make him engage. He catches you because you coming forward. You know what I mean? He catches you because you coming. Haney wouldn't have to come forward, man. He got a long reach, jab him, and keep him right in front of you. If he's in front of me, I know where he's at. But when he comes that close, he has just enough room to dip. Don't let him dip, man. When he dips, step back.
I don't think Haney beats him. Not because Haney ain't got boxing skills. For some odd reason, I think Haney gets hit too much. I noticed that.
And you know the funny thing with me, I always thought that Haney and Shakur, be honest with you, was on the same level. But I'm here. Shakur's right here. Haney's right there.
I agree.
I think Haney probably in the next year or two is going to get his man strength.
Get rid of your father.
Yeah.
Get rid of your dad. Bring somebody in there that can train you. Your dad could be second coach. Just bring somebody in there that can train you, man. Don't see
if you add power to what Haney is doing right now.
Oh man, that would be nice. Yes, that would be dangerous.
I mean, you know what I mean. He is undefeated. I'm saying though, nobody's gonna beat that. I don't see nobody beating that. I mean, power. The only thing that's gonna stop Shakur Stevenson is a high boxing IQ with power. Because if you can keep Shakur off of you, because you got that power to keep him off of you, you know, you even up that fight. You put that fight back on even playing.
Shakur Stevenson ain't easy to hit though. That's one problem I see with him.
Can't hit him.
He is not easy to hit.
You ain't so the thing you have to do to check his ability is you got to have enough power, maybe go into the body or something to make him think about, you know, well, dang, I know he can't hit me, but if he do hit me, you know, and somebody like David Haney has the boxing IQ to stack up against Shakur pretty well, I think, but he don't have the power to, you know, to intimidate Shakur, to keep him from coming in and doing all of that.
He wouldn't respect his power, man.
No.
I believe as the fight went on,
right, he'd turn it into a fight. Noticeable. Now when you fighting with IQ, that's fight IQ. Fight IQ as high as Shakur Stevens would have. That's crazy. And I don't know if Shakur, I think Shakur might now be getting his man strength now because he was shaking your boy up.
Herring.
Huh?
Talking about Jamel Herring?
Yeah, Herring. He was shaking Herring up.
Yeah, I want them to fight. I don't want them to fight in Australia. I want them to fight here on our soil. I don't want them to fight in Australia.
You talking about Kambosos and
Kambosos and Haney? You don't want it in? Yeah, because that's some, you know.
And I believe Kambosos. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, Kambosos is gonna duck that fight. He's gonna talk all this talk. He got all his countrymen behind him. He's gonna talk all that talk, but he's not gonna fight Haney yet. He's gonna try to make some money.
Devin.
Yeah, you think he's gonna fight Lomo for the money?
That will be the dumbest thing that he can do because Lomo will wash him up.
He said that right.
That's why that's one thing. That's why I know cats, and I'm gonna say this. I know they're race. You know, I know it's a racist sport. No one never challenges me when I say Lomo will wash him up. But if I say David Haney, then you can get all the nasty comments. Lomo will wash him up. I said it too. I said, now challenge me on that. Lomo will wash that cat up.
He will.
And embarrass him.
Big time.
And embarrass him. We was talking about that.
But I don't want him to get those belts like that. I don't think that he should be next up. He already took his loss. I think it should be Haney. Don't give him no free belts so he can be undisputed. Don't get slick. Let Haney go in there first. He deserves it.
Yeah, he does. He can get his shot.
I think Haney deserves the fight.
He does.
You know what I'm saying? But if they're gonna do it money-wise, yeah, of course they're gonna fight Lomachenko. That fight would make the most sense.
Right.
Yeah, because they're saying nobody knows over in Australia who Haney is.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Stop it. Man. I hate. To me, that's duck conversation. That's
it is. It is total
it's a duck conversation. Nobody want to tell you that it is Carlito. They want to use that word and get over. No.
Well, see, this is another thing I was explaining to Carlito that don't help Haney out. The belt he has doesn't help him out at all. Because I mean it's
the pride belt don't help him.
Nah, it don't help him. I mean, that belt don't help him out at all, man. Because regardless of what happened, whoever wins, whoever gets all of those belts, that belt is gonna be gone. They're gonna get rid of it. It's out the door.
Right.
You know, so it really don't have no meaning. The only thing that I believe is I feel like Haney deserves that fight. He should be the
does.
one that he fights. You're gonna get me wrong though. I mean, Kambosos fighting Lomachenko. Lomachenko to me, is still the best fighter in the division.
He is.
And he's gonna bring you the most money. I can understand them taking that fight, but I gotta agree with D, man. You gonna get beat the hell up.
Yeah, you'll be a one-time champion.
Yeah, you gonna
Go ahead
get
and
beat
take
the
this
hell
fight.
up.
You understand what I'm saying?
I mean,
Carlos?
honestly, who do you see Kambosos beating? Tank, Lomachenko, or Haney?
I'm gonna be honest with you. He didn't even fight and see, people always gotta I know they make excuses. He didn't fight a full T.O. T.O. wasn't shouldn't even took that fight. He wasn't ready. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he still was
had
giving
all
him the
that
business.
air in his chest or whatever.
He still was giving him the business in that fight.
Yeah.
So to say that Kambosos beats Tank,
Ooh,
he'll
that's hard, man.
He'll out jab him. He will. He'll out jab him. He can keep it messy, and he can win on the scorecards the whole time until Tank cuts that ring off and knocks him out.
Yeah.
And see, that's bad about Tank because Tank doesn't do anything else other than that. He needs more stuff in his arsenal because the right guy's going to jab the shit out of him and beat him.
Yeah.
You gotta have
can't be
something.
walking me down, Carlito, and cutting the ring off and catching me with your power. Not if I'm
one shot.
Not if I'm Gary Russell.
Yeah. Because Gary got enough sense to do what Plant wouldn't do, which is run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to get on your bike, Carlito, and get out the way, man.
I wouldn't mind
Plant
seeing
was winning that fight.
But know how to
and
get on
Haney.
his bike.
I wouldn't mind seeing Kambosos and Haney. I think that'll be an interesting fight.
Yeah, I think, and
They
I know
say it's up
Kambosos knows
next.
that too.
Yeah,
I think it'll be
next.
interesting.
So
That's his best bet. Because if he goes straight to Lomo, he won't have those belts.
I can tell you this. I think it'll be a interesting fight as far as Kambosos because Haney can box. I wouldn't mind seeing how he deals with that. But then on the other side of it also, I kind of want to see how Haney responds to getting hit from Kambosos. Because in my opinion, Kambosos will probably be the best person Haney has fought
Yes.
to this date.
oh, no doubt.
So
No doubt.
that's a pretty interesting fight, man.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
You know what, Antonio, I'm gonna stop you there. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think Kambosos beats the last guy that Haney just fought.
T.O.
Jojo Diaz?
No, not Joe. Sorry about that. Then behind Jojo, he'll definitely Kambosos will definitely beat Jojo Diaz. Linares. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that's the best
Linares,
fighter.
yeah.
I gotta be honest with you.
too. Yeah.
Linares is still a lot. He's the Josecito of that
Yeah.
division. And I believe if he fought Kambosos, I believe Linares will win that fight.
That'd be
That
an
man is
interesting
Styles
fight.
make fights.
Yeah,
that man
Styles
is
do.
the problem. That man is a problem. I don't
interesting.
care if he lost to Haney. He was supposed to. But I can't. Guys like him and Josecito, I can't count him out. I like to see Boots fight Josecito.
Yeah, that'd be a good fight too. I think
I can
Boots
see if he can watch.
I think Boots would demolish.
about 5
Josecito.
rounds and that boy would be asleep.
Yeah. Not that Josecito wouldn't be fight.
Right.
Ain't gonna give him a game fight. He is, but I don't know how he deal with that speed.
See, it's always the same thing, Antonio. The speed. See,
Man, that speed kills.
It does,
Yeah,
especially if you got some power with it.
Man.
yeah. See,
All
no
right.
Conor Ben ain't gonna beat Boots either.
They trying to put Conor Ben in there with Adrian Broner.
Of course they are. Of course they are. They should just get somebody out of the streets of New York and put him in there with Conor because that's what's gonna happen. See, that's when I tell you stop fooling the public. See, we got judges that do crooked judges for Canelo, and you got people who fool the public. Don't fool the public with that. He will beat Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner hasn't been in the ring. Of course, you want that fight.
Yeah.
Mine ain't right.
Come on, man. Like
Mine
maybe
ain't
play
right.
with cats in boxing, man. Of course, you want that fight.
I wish I had Adrian Broner's talent.
So do I.
Man.
Yeah, I could talk all that I want, but I wish I had Adrian Broner's
Man.
talent.
Adrian
No
just wouldn't let his hands go, man.
That's just a waste,
kid,
man.
No question.
Boy had the world on a string and just
For
wouldn't let his
division,
hands
right?
go.
He's a 4-division champion, right?
Yep.
Telling you, man. He got around the wrong people, man. He needed to be around the Haneys and the Shakurs and the Floyd Mayweathers, man.
Yeah.
It goes to show you how quickly you can fall from grace being around the wrong people, man.
That's true.
That's true. Yeah. So
That's true.
the word is we touched on this a little bit, but word is Thurman Barrios is going to be a mandatory. They're going to try to turn that into a title eliminator for the IBF and make Thurman ready to go for Spence next.
Again, if Thurman wins and he's in position for the WBA, again, Spence is doing the
heavy lifting.
You get a Spence and Thurman fight, you really can cancel Bud altogether.
Yeah, how come every time I look up, I see Spence fighting Danny Garcia, Spence fighting Ugas, Spence fighting Porter, Spence fighting Thurman?
If he fights
what
Thurman,
the heck is Bud doing?
It's
Bud is bullshit.
If you let him fight Thurman, Antonio, we're not gonna have Bud conversations no more.
Yeah.
No.
Bud out in the ocean talking about he looking for somebody. I'm like, dude,
that's ridiculous, man.
We can't. I'm telling you, we're not gonna have Bud conversations no more. And Carlito's gonna be on the milk container box because Marvin's gonna get him. It's gonna be what it is, brother. It's gonna be what it is.
Man.
Yes, either or.
Mm-hmm.
They hide behind Bud. Again, I like Bud Crawford. Again.
Yeah. We like the kid, man, but he gotta fight, man. I pulled him off AFN status, man, and now Boots is saying I'll fight you at any price, and he ain't saying a word. There is no comeback from Mr. Crawford. And you can't, he'll look stupid running to somebody else to go, well, no, I'm going to go fight, Lipinets or whatever.
Boots wants to be a champion, and Spence already has a dance partner. Carlito, I can't argue with you.
Yeah. It ain't nothing.
He's not going to take that fight. He has nothing to gain.
No. It's just the fear of losing his belt because he will. The fear of getting stopped in the 6th round.
They got to wait in line, Antonio. They got to wait in line for these belts. But it's fair for them to wait in line. It's fair because Spence is doing the heavy lifting, and he already was telling y'all what he wanted to do. I know these other guys was coming through the cracks, but he already had a mission. Mm-hmm. And if he beats Ugas, he should move up to 154. Let them have 147.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, I had a conversation with Marvin Terrell on that. I just asked him a simple question. I don't get into them debates.
I know you don't. I see how you talk to him.
So I just asked him. I said, so your prediction is that Ugas is going to beat Spence? And he flat out told me yes. He thought Ugas was going to beat Spence. So if Spence washes Ugas, he going to run out of ammo, bro. He's going to run out of ammo for Bud conversations, man.
Right.
He's a staunch supporter of Bud, too.
Antonio, that's a 50-50 fight.
It is. It should be a good fight, man.
Yeah. Ugas could dig deep and pull it out because he was doing that with Porter. But I'm gonna be honest with you, Spence got something for him.
Oh yeah,
Spence got something for him.
Now here's one thing I wanted to touch on. If you look at it, like Spence said, he's doing all the heavy lifting, but every one of these big fights that you have take a little something out of. And Porter is evidence of that. Porter was fighting everybody. He ended up nobody. But with each one of them fights,
best resume.
Yeah, best resume. But those, Danny took something out of Porter. Okay, Spence took something out of Porter. Thurman took something out of Porter.
He done fought everybody, man.
He done fought everybody. So when you fight everybody like that, you get down the line. Now here come Bud trying to act like he a world beater. But you done had 3 of the top 5 welterweights. You've been in the ring with them. And it was a big fight on it. Every one of them was close. Okay, all of those fights were close. Bud just sitting back trying to pick people off at the end of their deal. Only, ain't Bud like 34? He'll be 35. Will he be 35 this year?
I don't even know how old he is.
I thought he was 34 though.
Yeah, he's 34. I'm thinking, is he gonna be 30? Yeah, he got to be 35 this year. So he about to retire or whatever because he got that same dynamic to think about. He's an older fighter now, And so you got a nice young buck like Boots Ennis coming after you, he ain't got nothing for that kid at all.
No, you don't.
No, he just get beat up and exposed, and that's why I want it to happen soon. I don't want him to wait till next year to do something. I want him to get in there with somebody major this year. And honestly, I wouldn't even blame Spence. The only thing that's disappointing, I know Spence wants to be undisputed at 147. I'd like to see him get that opportunity. But you know what? At this point where Boots is in his career, he's just going to be getting better and better with each fight. Okay? He ain't on the decline. He's on the uptick. And so
he's just going to have to wait his time, man. That's all it is.
Yes, and when you get these guys out the division, he will
he's going to be a champion.
Yep. And I don't see Ortiz. I don't see Stanioso. I don't see none of those guys trying to fight him either.
Mm-mm.
Nah.
I don't see him beating him if they do try to fight him.
Right.
You know, hats off to Ortiz, though, because Ortiz would fight him.
Right. It's just going to be tough for 147 for the Conor Benns. Conor don't want to come over here, man. He want to stay in the UK and fight. He don't want to come over here. Because we don't play over here. You don't want to come over here. You fighting our fighters that are on a decline.
Yeah.
You don't want to come over here, man.
That's right.
Not at 147.
So what else y'all got, fellas?
47 ain't nowhere to be playing at, man.
Nah, it's not, man. It's the most toughest division, man. That's why everybody's trying to navigate their way out of it.
So if Spence goes up to 154, like Ring Magazine is reporting, are you looking at a Charlo Spence showdown?
He said he fight him when he was at 147. He said he doesn't matter.
I know they said that. I think Jermell is going up to 168. I think Jermell will get undisputed with Castano and move up to 160 and turn 154 over to Errol Spence.
You should.
So Spence is talking about moving to 154.
Well, Ring Magazine is
Ugas fight?
Yeah, right after Ugas, he said Ring Magazine is saying he's going to 154.
You should. I would.
And the Bud fight is dead at 147.
Leave those belts open for anybody at 147 so these guys can fight each other. I would move right to 154 because I can't be undisputed at this point. You messing up my legacy. I'm going to go to 154.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's not right, Antonio. Don't get me wrong, but
I'm disappointed.
Why keep waiting? The longer he wait, the older he's get.
That's true.
Yeah, be a legend somewhere else. Be a legend somewhere else. You can't just keep dwelling in here at 147 because they won't allow you to be a legend. Go to 154.
That's true. You can be great at another way.
Yeah, different way class. 2-time champion. You know what I mean, Carlito? Because you stagnating me at 147, man. Y'all don't want to give it to me, man.
I'm gonna make a prediction, man. I'm gonna go make a prediction for y'all from what I see. That Spence versus Ugas fight. I still think I'm still gonna say it's gonna be a good fight, but it's only one problem. I don't like Ugas' style up against Spence. Only reason I say that is because Ugas is one of those stationary fighters, man. That dude doesn't move that much.
You don't move.
So he's gonna be an easy target for Spence. That is my only problem. He's stationary and he got that high guard. I think that's a horrible style.
Hey, one of our previous videos, I said that Spence is gonna stop Ugas with a body shot.
It could definitely happen.
He's gonna be on one knee. Because you know what? He ain't been in the ring with nobody. You know, most cats don't. A lot of people don't see this about Spence. Spence has a body attack out of this world, and it's relentless. He ain't gonna hit Ugas once in the body, you know, and sit back and wait. No. You gonna get hit over and over. Bow, bow, bow. You know, just bow, bow, bow. You gonna get towed up to the body. And Ugas doesn't move. And
you can't stand in front of him too long, man.
Spence ain't scared of him. So if he think he gonna stand there like he did with Porter and posture and grin and you know and all that silly stuff, Spence gonna leave there with 25 pounds of spare ribs.
Well, let me tell you,
used to belong to Ugas.
You know who the real winner is? Manny, because Manny should be lucky that he didn't have to fight. Errol Spence.
That's the real winner right there.
He should be lucky.
He got the heck out of there.
Manny was on his way out anyway,
He
man.
would've-
It didn't matter.
It
It
was
didn't
somebody
matter
was
what
gonna
he
get
did.
him out
He
of
would have
there.
lumped Manny up, man. And they would have been mad at Spence. They would have been mad because they really thought Manny was going to beat Ugas, and he fooled them. And I'm glad he fooled them.
Yeah.
I'm glad he got him right out the way.
Nah, man, I think people fool themselves, man. You've been watching Manny for so long that you used to Manny like overcoming any odds in the
Yeah.
boxing
Yeah.
ring, but it's only so far you could go.
That's right.
You can't run from age, man. Every
Nah.
fighter gets old.
Everybody
That's how that
has
goes.
that clock is ticking.
Yeah, man.
And Danny Garcia should be mad that he don't have Manny on his record. I would be.
Oh man, that should have been a fight we should have been seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He should have been
I
on,
don't know
he
if
should
they
have been on his
wanted
resume.
that fight though.
He should
I
have
don't
been
know
on
if
his
he
resume.
wanted it.
How you want to wrap it up, Carlito?
I want to wrap it up with one question. Historic question.
Uh-oh.
Was Manny Pacquiao fighting dirty?
Nah, I don't believe so.
You
He
could
wouldn't- he
never
turned down
uncover that,
$40
man.
million
I mean,
guaranteed to Floyd Mayweather
he's in
over
the
a knee.
Philippines, man.
Yeah, but I keep telling people, man, why bring up the $40 million? Let me ask you something. Do you think him accepting a $40 million pay for a Floyd Mayweather fight where he got no pay-per-view and no ticket sales would have been smart? How much money did Manny Pacquiao make off of the Floyd Mayweather fight? He'd have made 4 times more money than that, man. That would have been a dumb move on their part to take that. I ain't gonna call it like a low ball move, but in reality, it is. It's a low ball move.
I think it is.
Well, look at this. One of the little caveat that kind of slinks off is he wouldn't accept the Veda testing. He was talking about he didn't like needles, dude.
I heard that too.
So I'm thinking, look, why would needles bother a grown man? I mean, I don't like needles either. Okay,
I don't either,
seriously,
yeah.
I don't like them.
That's why I don't have no tattoos. But go ahead,
But
I'm listening.
You're talking about $40 million guaranteed money, and then my reason for turning it down is a needle. It must have something to do with that needle, and it can't be that he's terrified of needle. You don't fight Miguel Cotto and you scared of needle.
That's not the. If you know Manny Pacquiao though, that's not the first time that's happened. That's not the first time
ducked the needle.
that he's had. Yeah, that's not the first time. If you look it up, I cannot remember who he was fighting, man. My memory's slipping right now. But I guess evidently he did a blood test. And somehow, I don't know how it happened, they lost everything.
Oh, they lost the
doing that blood
results.
test. So they wanted to retest him again.
Mm.
And after they did that, whether he was weak or not, he said during that fight he was weak.
Mm.
So, man, that's his preference. I mean, that's his. And really, to be honest with you, man, when you fighting Floyd Mayweather has all kind of demands. He is going to want what he wants in that fight. Brother, you don't make the rules.
Mm.
You don't make the rules for boxing.
Mm.
I agree.
Manny Pacquiao, I looked it up, man. Manny Pacquiao is the most tested boxer in history.
Mm.
Most tested boxer in history, man.
Wow.
So that's the only reason I say I don't believe he was doing anything.
You don't think he was fighting dirty?
I think he's great. That's it. He's just a great fighter.
He's just a great fighter
That's it.
with thigh calf.
I won't deny him that. He was a great fighter.
Oh, he got some bowling balls in them calves.
Yeah, I call
Those
them
the
thigh
biggest
calves,
calves I've
man.
seen, man.
That's where the power come from.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's where the power come from.
All right, fellas. This is a great meeting. We got a hot fight tonight on Showtime. Gary Russell Jr. versus Maxayo. We got Mr. D. Clagan on decision.
You already know.
You got decision on you too, Norman.
I'm gonna stick with Russell, but like I said, I wouldn't be surprised to see him hit the canvas.
Okay, so you see him getting a win, but he's going down.
Yeah. Hopefully he go down and get back up and win.
If he can get back up.
Yeah.
All right, and I'm with y'all on this one. I'm gonna be decision 2 for Gary Russell Jr.
Yeah.
All
Y'all gonna get a decision.
Like and subscribe to the channel, people. Click the bell icon for notifications on our next video. We'll be shooting again. Probably, maybe you guys available tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
Sunday. Yeah, I think I may be.
Okay. Well, text me the time that y'all are available, and we'll set it up, and I'll shoot y'all the link and everything. But like and subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon so y'all can get the notifications of the new fights. We enjoy bringing real boxing knowledge to the whole world. This is Mr. Great D. Clagan, the illustrious Mr. Antonio Norman, and yours truly, RBK, signing out. Peace.
Peace.